You're not here for my safety. Do you know what happens to me after y'all take me down? I get arrested and I go to jail. I'm not coming down. I'm not coming down. I'm not coming down. My point, period, is that I'm fed up. Y'all don't have the answers. Y'all don't have the answers. You're older than me, and you still don't have the answers. So how do you think that anybody has the answers, man? If you're trying to help, then what you need to do is that you need to find answers for everything that is happening to people of our color here in the state of Indiana, man. What about Dre John Reed? What about Reed? Huh? You wasn't there, but did you look into it? Do you care about it? You're not here for my safety. I'm not causing no harm to nobody. Y'all understand, no justice, no peace, and at the end of the day, y'all don't have the answers. Y'all don't have the answers, man. Y'all do not have the answers, man. Y'all do not have the answers. What, we gonna continue marching? We gonna continue marching? Our ancestors march. You familiar with that? Both of y'all familiar with that. Now look at the position that y'all in, and y'all didn't do nothing to help us. And you can't do nothing to help us with a system that is created against us. No. No. I'm not. I'm not. We done too much. They already said all the demands that they needed to say, man. They marched and did everything, man. Then y'all not understanding, man. They marched right here. They spoke right here tonight. Earlier today, they have said things today. Earlier, they have said their demands. Come up here. You come up here as you please. You trust me? It's not about that, man. You need to.
Sit with you, all right? My name's David. Bro. So how long we sitting up? You gonna sit up here all day?
Man,
I'll sit up here with you all day. All right?
Until it takes, man.
All right. That's cool.
Until it takes.
Let's do it.
Y'all gotta understand that this is not right. Not at all.
I agree. I totally agree.
I'm not out here being violent, man.
I see you. You're not. You're being cool.
I have
real
not
cool.
burned down anything.
Right.
But have I thought about it? Yes.
Fair.
Because it's not right for the injustice that was going on.
Right. I agree. I agree.
But you need...
Do you see where we're coming from, though?
Y'all elders.
I see where you're coming
Y'all are
from.
elders.
How do
You
think I
older
am?
than me.
How old are you?
I'm 29 years old, man.
I just turned 30.
You just turned 30.
Just turned 30.
You're on
So
the force.
We're the same age.
You're on the force, and
Yeah.
you just turned 30.
Yeah.
And do you have any answers to this?
We could get better. I do have answers. We could get better. Everyone could get better.
How is everybody going to get better if we're still being treated that way? Look at that, man. Look at that.
The color.
Look at that.
So what do you want that changed to?
My brother, I
do
don't
you
have
want
the
to change,
answers.
like,
I don't know exactly
to
what
all
somebody
the-
is going to sit here and say, oh, how should we name those people?
See, I see that
You see it as what?
as like this is who served, but like a standout.
If they serve, correct?
Right.
In the Indiana, in the war with Spain, right?
Right.
If they really honestly serve,
Yeah.
what the fuck is happening to their children? We are their children.
Right. And we should get better. So let's work on it.
You tell me, how do we work on that?
I mean, we're gonna have to sit down and talk about it.
I'm not over here pushing you. I'm not over here trying to hurt you.
Right. I'm not trying to hurt you.
But why is it that officers do that?
Some of them do, man. There's bad officers. I mean,
But how come y'all don't hold them accountable?
We are. They're being fired. They're being prosecuted.
They don't get the whole extent of the law?
Some of them don't. Some states don't. Indiana does.
Oh, they do? So then
I
what's
believe
gonna
Indiana
so then
does.
what's gonna happen with Dre John Reed? What's gonna happen with that case?
It's being investigated. And if it comes out the officer's in the wrong, he will be prosecuted.
What about the other officers that have been involved in situations?
They're being, like, what situations though? Like recently, back in the day?
As
Like,
far
where
as
we
far
going with
as far as in the black criminals of the police department that have put drugs on people in the east side of town.
them? I can't.
Oh, it's a different
vouch for them.
county.
No.
So what? You just don't have the
I'm
answers
new.
for that?
I'm trying to get there. How about you apply? You're only 29. You can still apply.
I'm not working for a force that one day that
We'll make
used
it better.
to look. You see your badge right here?
Yeah.
It says police officer, right?
Right.
Do you know what those badges used to be?
What?
Plantation officers.
Used to be.
Used to be?
It's
This is
changed.
not still a plantation?
It's not.
It's not?
How's it a plantation?
Well, where's my freedom then?
You have it. Look what you.
What freedom?
You're walking
What
around.
freedom
That's
do I have?
What freedom don't you have?
This right here. My skin color, y'all see that? My skin color is not free. I'm being judged and I'm being treated a certain way in school systems as
What
far
school
as...
did you go to?
I went to Tech here, man.
Okay, I went to Ben Davis.
And what's the school systems like? You tell me.
I mean,
You think that they're fair?
at Ben Davis and Tech, they could definitely be educational better. For
Do you
sure.
know
They
what,
were fair
You know I used to go to Broad Ripple High School?
until they closed it.
Do you know what happened? Yo, so you're familiar what happened in Broad Ripple High School, right?
Oh, I mean, I know they
Turned
ran
into
out
a
of
magnet
money.
school?
They ran out of money. Or
How
whatever.
they run out of money?
I know they closed it.
How they run
high
out of
school
money?
I'm assuming that's what happened.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, man, I'm a previous foster child, man, and
I'm sorry for that.
how the state of Indiana has treated their foster kids is wrong.
So be that voice.
Be what voice? The people
the
that march
foster.
and then look at this wall and have to be reminded that they were colored once?
I think you guys, the marching has made a point. Like,
What
stuff
point?
is going to
What
get
point?
changed, but you have
What
to
point?
give it time to get changed.
What do you mean, give it time? Do you know what happened
It's been a week.
to our ancestors?
I do.
Do you know what happened to our ancestors? Honestly,
Yeah. You're talking about slavery, right?
there's
Being
more than
killed,
just
beaten,
slavery, my brother.
Beaten.
There's more than
held
just
down.
slavery. There's more than just slavery. What about the economic situation? What about how people are being treated in the housing, in welfare, in the communities on the east side and on the west side? How they're being treated?
I didn't grow up in the welfare system, so I
Where's
truly
the
don't
jobs
know.
at?
There's no jobs. Here.
Where's the jobs at for us?
They're moving.
Where
Jobs
are they moving to?
Different countries.
And guess what? A lot of the plants that people used to work at shut down.
I know. I know. My
So
father's plant.
So then
shut
tell
down.
me, at the end of the day, what can you do to change any of that? Because it's not happening to any of those white people at all.
My father was in a plant that got shut down.
Oh,
He's
your
white.
father was in a plant that got shut down.
He's
But we're
white.
talking about generational shit. You're just talking about an individual situation, man.
That's still
We're talking about
part of it.
my ancestors' fault. Like you just said, that's what that meant for you. That's
Yeah.
what this is understanding, right?
Yeah.
But yet, we getting treated a certain way, looked at differently.
I don't agree with that.
If you don't agree with that, then why is it that your officers are still treating us that way?
I'm not. He's not.
You're an individual, but you're not holding them accountable.
We are. Man, I'm only one person. Like, what do you want? What do you want me
So
to do?
when you see
Want me to
something
shoot
wrong,
him?
but when you see something wrong, do
I
you
speak up.
do you speak up?
Yes, we all speak. I speak up. He speaks up. I can't talk for everyone.
We don't
man.
like those kind of officers.
Yeah, we're trying to make change, but we can't make change arguing this.
Listen,
You know,
all these drugs and all this violence that's going on
That's why we're not doing anything.
is
that's why we're not doing
is
that.
not right, man.
I agree. I totally agree with you, 100%.
But y'all not doing nothing about it. But y'all want us to do something about it.
Down safely.
What do you want me
We're
to
sitting
do
with
about it?
You obviously don't have the answers,
Right?
but they do. The ones over there, the ones that make laws,
I agree.
they can change shit.
They can, and they.
And what is the governor
should.
doing? What one thing has he done for us? Our people, a black agenda.
I agree. So
Nothing.
How about you try to sit down with him and talk to him about it?
There ain't no talking to him. Because if there was a talking to him, he wouldn't have told the officers when they shook their hands and they thought that they were all leaving peacefully. They said if they were not going to leave, that they were going to kill and shoot them.
When did they say that?
Trust me, I know, my brother.
They said that?
I know. I had a conversation with the same man that shook the officer's hand.
And he said that they said they were going to shoot and kill.
They were going to shoot.
I don't agree with that. I don't think they would.
Oh, you don't think they would? So then what do they have all their gear for? What do they have all the tear gas and all the guns and everything, the riot gear? What's all that for? When people are being peacefully protesting, what is all that for?
For
What, for their safety?
No, just in case it gets out of hand.
Out of
It
hand?
didn't,
But what
though.
about the ones that didn't get out of hand and they just wanted to talk to the governor? Did they get a chance to talk to the governor?
That I can't elaborate on, man. I don't even know if the governor was there. I was off. So
They didn't get a chance to talk to the governor.
I'm on shift. And
I'm sitting right here and I'm talking to you.
I know, and I appreciate that.
And I'm not causing no violence. I didn't do anything wrong around here.
We didn't say you are.
But the thing of it is that you mad because I'm up
not
here.
mad. No, I'm not mad at you up here.
Those officers right there said that they want me to get down and to have a conversation down there. Did they bring their ass up here? No.
I can't elaborate.
You the
on that.
only
That's on me.
person that came up here
And-
with him.
And
You the only person.
Can I
Y'all
shake-
two right
Can I
here.
shake your hand on that? You let me come up here. I appreciate that.
You had your own choice, man.
I did. But
And that's the thing.
we're up here
Officers
talking
have choices.
Like gentlemen, though.
Officers have choices,
I
and they
agree.
make the wrong choices, and then something happens.
Some of them do. Yes, some of them do. And we see
And
it
we
every
have
day.
to deal with that every day.
And so do I.
Do you think that I want to be up here? Do you think that I want to be able to act as if like I got a big voice and I can talk to everybody and I can tell
No.
them what to do?
I think
And
you
then,
want to be enjoying your night.
but I don't know what the fuck to do. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
And I
These
agree.
kids don't know what to do.
And either do your basic officer. We don't know what to do either. We can only do what is right, but we can't control every officer. I can't control him. I can't control them. I can only control me.
But you know who can control officers? Laws, codes.
And yes, I totally agree. And some slip through the cracks. And it
How do
happens,
they
man.
slip through the cracks? Because a crooked ass system. Like I've just told you earlier, I am a previous foster kid.
Right.
I
And you
told
made it out. You
no,
made it
no,
out.
no, 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 no. Don't tell me about making it out.
You didn't make it out?
Don't just tell me about. I'm mentally fucked with certain things because of how I had to endure.
Okay. I can. Okay.
But I'm letting you know
Yeah.
that these foster systems wind up abusing me in situations.
Yeah.
And I told people,
And no one listened.
and no one listened.
Have
These
you-
kids are now telling y'all, something, and y'all are not listening.
I agree.
They
So,
want the names of the officers, and y'all have not gave that up yet.
What officers?
The officers and Drajon Reed's
I don't know.
case.
I don't
they
know.
have not gave up the names. They have not been able to have full transparency on the case at all.
I know they just got a prosecutor to take over the case within, I think, today. But
what happened in Minneapolis? It took them. It took them a week.
That's Minneapolis.
They took a week to charge those people.
I agree, and it was terrible.
But it got done.
It did.
It got done
because your voice.
No, it ain't just because my voice is the people's voice.
Yes,
it's the people's voice, man.
I totally agree. Totally agree. So what can we do to help?
Again, you keep on asking. You keep on asking me. I'm not the one that you should be asking. You should ask Black Lives Matter movement, the ones that have been protesting here.
Do what?
Y'all need to ask them. They have been yelling and screaming to y'all, and y'all not saying anything back to them. The governor hasn't even stepped out and talked to any of them.
So I'm just a basic officer. I can't.
You're just a basic officer.
I am.
So you have no authority and no nothing, and I have nothing. You have nothing and I have nothing.
Kinda.
And look at us.
I know.
Look at us sitting right here. We sitting right here. And I'm telling you, man, I don't know what the fuck to do, but they know what to do.
They do.
The Black Lives Matter have been speaking here, and they have been protesting here, and I've been watching it, and I've been sitting around, and I'm telling you, I'm just sick and tired of all of this, man.
Me too.
We don't want to hurt y'all, and I know y'all don't want to hurt us.
Right.
So then what the fuck can we do? Y'all need to walk with us. Y'all need to be able to protect us, and y'all need to be able to confront the governor.
I totally agree with you.
But why are we out here marching, and y'all don't even step up in any of y'all precincts and go out there and say anything to him?
I agree.
Enough is enough, and we need some change in Indiana, period.
I agree.
And around the country, around the states, we need change. Our people is hurting. They are crying.
I know. And we should be walking with you. I don't understand why we're not. But like for us, and now hear me out, we have a chain of command we have to follow.
A chain of command that they put in place to enslave us, man. No, to enslave us.
I'm talking about us.
But if you got a chain of command, then you need to go to your higher authority. You need to be able to confront them. How come y'all can't confront them? But yet we could protest and sit right here and confront y'all.
They're right in front of you.
Who's right in front of us?
My chain of command.
Who's right in front of you? Who?
There's two officers down there. That's my chain of command.
That's your chain of command?
That's my chain of command.
But look how they are. And ask them what they think about me. Ask them. Ask them what they think about us. All he sees is a problem is that the fact that I'm standing up here. That I'm up here. Y'all up here now with me.
I don't see that. I see it as a safety problem.
You see that as a safety problem, but yet I'm not injured. I haven't hurt nobody. I ain't pushed nobody off. I haven't done nothing.
I'm saying
Where?
If you fall.
I'm not falling. You just say be careful. All right, I'll be careful.
You can't do that, man.
Why you can't do that?
You can't do that. That lives on my conscience.
That lives on your conscience?
That lives on my conscience. If you fall down and get hurt, and I was here and I could have done something.
Does Reed's murder
it does
live on your conscience?
It does. That's a person that died. No one should die.
Nobody should die?
No one should die.
But yet we get charged, yet we get the extended of the whole law, and we the ones that have to endure the pain that they put in place.
I agree.
They don't care about us, man. Man, they already did that. Did y'all not see that? And guess what? And guess what happened? And guess what happened? What happened? Nothing. I'm not gonna make a change. I'm not making a change. Me and him are not making a change. He's not making a change. They just said they got chain of commands. They have to answer to somebody. We're not able to answer to nobody because nobody's listening. Nobody is able to talk to anybody and get anything done. This has happened over and over and over and over again. Are y'all not fed up?
I'm fed up.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't know what else to do. But y'all not talking to the protesters. Y'all are not listening to their demands. Y'all are not helping with the situation.
I agree.
All y'all doing is protecting the people that are guilty. The people that did something. The people that are still doing things to us right now. That are not treating us like equals.
How about this? Are you staying up here all night?
That's my plan,
I'm
man.
gonna stay up here with you. So we'll figure something out. All right, we got all night. I get off at 7 in the morning. All right, so we'll stay up here. We'll come up with a game plan.
I don't have no answers,
Well,
man.
let's figure it out. We got 6 hours.
Listen, my best friend
Yeah.
passed away.
Okay. From police.
No, man.
Okay.
Because of drugs, man.
Got you. Got hooked on drugs.
But it's not the fact that he just got hooked on drugs. You have to wonder why did
Grew
he
up in
get
the community that was
this
where there was
community.
drugs. Yeah.
It's toxic.
Yeah. I can see that.
And y'all claim to be cleaning it up, but yet y'all are only targeting us. You think we the only problems?
Oh no.
You think that, oh, because I walk down the street that I'm about to go and sell some weed to somebody?
I don't think that.
But guess what? Other officers do.
They may, but I don't.
And then they internally make me feel a certain way that, oh, I can't trust you.
Right. You get
Because
cautious.
you against me.
You get cautious, and you feel like you're being looked at different. Right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't agree with that. I don't. Everyone should be looked at the same until they're found guilty.
But I'm just
Right?
saying that we doing all this protesting, we doing all this talking, and me and you are talking right now.
Yeah.
And then yet I've passed this building many times, man. And yet I see right there it say colored.
Right.
It says colored. Our ancestors are not being represented in the right way at all. And I'm not hurting anybody. I have not put one hand on you. I have not put up one hand on the officer.
No, you've been cool.
My ancestors, peace, love,
Yeah.
and all they wanted was justice and fairness, equality. And Martin Luther King gonna have a speech of "I have a dream,"
Yeah.
and we all sitting right here, right now.
Yeah. We came together to a certain point, and we need to go further.
We come together to a certain point, and
We
then
need to
there
go
was
further.
other laws that were created
was.
and that knocked us all the way to the left again.
Right. And
We have to
need
rebuild every single time.
We're doing that right now.
We rebuilding every time. I'm 29 years old. You 30, man. How can you build? What are you building? What are you building for?
Life after us.
Life after us?
Yeah,
What?
our kids.
It was our ancestors doing that?
Yes.
So what happened to them?
They made progress, and we're still
They made
making
progress? How did they make progress if we're still having a situation where officers are killing us? And you know that there's dirty cops in the state of Indianapolis.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I mean, in the state of Indiana, in the
yes.
city of Indianapolis,
Yes.
I have endured a
There's-
lot of
there's-
cops
There's
that are
terrible
crooked.
cops. I know plenty of them. Used to be one on my shift. So I mean, I know.
What did you do?
Huh?
What did you do?
I told my chain of command he's not here no more.
And where is he at now?
He's not on this shift or downtown.
Not on this shift or downtown, but he could be terrorizing somewhere else.
No, he can't. No, he's not.
He's off the force?
He's not off the force, but he's not.
He's not off the force.
Yeah, he's not terrorizing downtown like he
So,
was.
so
He's kind of
honestly,
locked in a cage.
so honestly, when
by
when
himself.
a police officer kills
Yep.
one of us, what is the repercussion for that?
Well, right now, it took a little longer than what it should have, and I'm going back to the Floyd incident.
But what
They're
about
being
here
charged
in
for murder.
Indianapolis?
They will be charged with what they did.
Do you feel that if that was you that you would have handled that situation
Which
the same way?
situation?
With
Minnesota or
no, with Reed here.
Reed? I don't know because I was not there.
But if you were there, how would you have handled that? What does the book tell you to handle that? How does the book tell you that you should approach that situation?
There's not a book. You are trained to protect yourself and the citizens of Indianapolis. From what I saw, he was running from police, right? And he pulled a gun. That's from what I've been told. And they're investigating that. You pull a gun on a police officer, you're going to die. That's just, you pull a gun on anyone, you're going. If someone pulled a gun on you and you had a gun, you would pull your gun back and kill them, right? Am I right?
I'm saying that, man. I know y'all got
And
a hard job.
If that cop is if he's in the wrong, he will be prosecuted.
But do we deserve to die?
If you pull a gun on me, or
no,
just simple?
I'm just saying.
No,
our people,
no one does.
do we deserve to die?
No. Black, Latino, white, no one deserves to die.
Could that officer have handled that situation any differently?
I don't know, man. I don't know. In the blink of an eye, you truly don't know.
What if officers are also escalating situations?
Some of them are. Some of them are.
And do we not have people that are mentally ill?
100%. 100%. They're downtown all the time.
Do you have a training for any of that to deal with someone that may have mental issues?
We have a little bit. We need more. We do need more.
Y'all don't even have body cams, man.
And I don't agree with that. We need body cameras. But
how long has it been without body cams? Everyone else has body cams, but y'all don't have body cams?
I agree. I totally agree with you. We should, and I want them. But that's above me.
Yeah, it's above your pay grade.
You know what I'm saying? That's above me. So
it's above your pay grade. A chain of command.
Right, and it's money. So wherever
and
that
what do you
money
think?
comes from,
and what do you think that they're doing with that money?
Spending it on things that we don't need.
And what's happening to us? What happens to our communities? What is the effect of that?
The rich get richer and the poor get poorer.
And what else do you think that we gonna do? How do we make ourselves better? How do we build? If we ain't got nothing to build off of, what?
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree with you.
Our educational systems is gone to shits.
Yeah.
The economy is gone to shits.
Yeah.
Look at fucking Trump, how he's actually not representing himself in any type of way or any manner that is of a president.
He could be better. He could definitely be better. We all could be better. And that's what
But maybe he don't care about my skin color. Maybe he don't care about my community. Maybe he don't care about my people.
That's when you go out
and what if that is a fact?
Go out and vote.
You talking about voting, but I got pictures. I got pictures to prove that my people did vote. And what happened to them?
Yeah. Man, I agree with you 100%.
Our ancestors did all that stuff that y'all talking about, man.
I agree. So what can we come up with?
And we gonna repeat the same thing.
Nah, we can't.
And the same results gonna happen.
We can't. We gotta get better.
Please, I want to ask you one question. What is the true definition of insanity, man?
I'm just high school educated on that one.
Do you know the true definition of insanity?
Repeating the same thing over and over again when you know the results.
There we go.
And what is our people doing right now? Marching. We marching. We demanding. Black Lives Matter movements. Those are young people like you just said, our age, man, that is starting something and trying to make change.
And I think they are.
They're trying to make change.
Yeah, I think we are.
But what did my brother just say? The definition of insanity.
It's only been
Are we not insane?
I don't think so.
We really think that we're going to get a different result?
I think you will. I truly do. I do.
When Martin Luther King marched and he said that he had an I Had a Dream speech, did that change anything?
It did, a little bit.
A little bit.
Not like it
a little
should
bit.
have, but a little bit.
Are we still created equal? Are we still equal?
Me and you?
No, I'm just talking about in the world. My people, my color, my skin color. Are we still equal?
Some states are different. Indiana, yes.
And is the best side. And everybody wanted to scream whatever side that they own, but yet the right side.
West side's the right side too.
Well, if it's the right side, then what's happening over there? Are you familiar with that area?
I am.
What's happening over there?
You have killings, just like the east side.
Why are those people doing those things?
Most of it's drugs, killing each other over drugs and territory.
Are you familiar where drugs come from?
Well, I mean, they come from, they're shipped
Everywhere,
in,
everywhere,
shipped
right?
in,
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You just can't stop all that.
No, you can't.
Nah, you can't stop all that.
Right.
So we talking about certain things that we can't stop.
Right. But what can we stop?
You can stop killing, and you can start training your officers better.
I agree, but I don't have the means to do that myself.
And
you
see,
know what I'm saying?
you don't have the answers, and I don't have the full answers, and I keep on telling people that I don't have the answers. But Black Lives Matters has been protesting, and they have been sitting here and yelling, and they have been screaming out what their demands are, and they have been able to gather their words together and to come up with a demonstration to let y'all know, hey, this is what we're feeling, and this is what we want out of y'all. And what has the governor said? What has the governor done?
Nothing. Done absolutely nothing.
When you talk about chain of commands,
yeah.
When the governor's not doing nothing, any of the mayors in any of the areas ain't doing nothing,
they need to get better.
So then who do we talk to then? Well, we talk to God? We ask God to help us?
He's not going to do nothing. I literally don't know. But what can I do right now to help you?
Right now, what you can do to help me
Yeah.
is to be able, for y'all department,
Yep.
the department that you're in,
Yep.
to be able to talk to your people.
Okay.
And then for those Black Lives Matter movements,
Yeah.
that y'all walk with them, that y'all go and confront issues that we cannot be able to touch.
I agree. But for
Y'all need to have those conversations.
for us to do that, it has to be safe for us as well. 'Cause we're
Safe
not very
for you?
liked. We're not very liked
Safe for you?
to be able to walk up and talk to
Do
them
you
in
see,
person.
but do you see what we're doing?
Yes, I do.
Do you think that this is safe for us?
It's not.
When the officers literally are having,
I agree.
they're bringing in the fucking military in places that we love and we don't want to destroy.
Right.
They're acting like this is a war zone.
Right.
How far is it going to get till
I hope not
y'all
much
start
farther.
turning on us?
I'm not gonna turn on you.
You say that you're not going to turn on me, but you have a chain of command.
I do.
If they tell you to do something to me, you're going to do it.
You know, I don't have to. I'll lose my job. But I don't have to. I do have morals.
But guess what? Other officers, they
them.
don't.
I can't speak for them, but I do have morals.
But you work for them.
Okay, I'll lose my job, yes. I'll lose it. I'll be fired. But I do have morals on certain things.
So then why are y'all officers not getting together? Why are y'all not getting together and confronting any of those officers that are doing the wrong things?
We are. I mean, we are.
What? Y'all not showing us that?
How do you want us to show you?
Showing us by having transparency, being able to communicate with us that certain officers in the areas that we know of that have hurt us or have put us in situations that we know for a fact that we were not at fault.
Okay.
And have been fired.
Yeah.
We don't know anything.
Okay. I agree
So
with that.
y'all are communicating to yourselves and y'all chain of commands, but y'all not communicating with the people.
That makes sense.
The people
agree
need
with
to
that.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people
So
like
you're
me,
saying put it in the newspaper, put it on the news.
things like that, I
Yeah.
think personally would help other people to understand that y'all mean business as well.
Right. I agree with that.
But when we sit back and we look at y'all and y'all be like, oh, well, this happened and, well, we're going to handle it.
And you don't hear nothing about it.
And we don't hear nothing.
Yeah. I can see that. That makes sense. I like that.
That does not make us trust y'all.
Yeah. Right. I can see that. I didn't
Trust,
think about that.
trust comes from both
It
sides.
does. It does.
You can't,
Trust and respect.
you can't be
You gotta give
saying
respect to get respect.
that's true, but you can't be having all your cards over here
Right.
and then telling us, hey, well, we got it handled,
Right.
and then guess what happens? It's not handled,
Or you don't hear about it.
and we don't hear about it at all,
Yeah.
and it's brushed under the table or under the carpet, whatever term you may want to use. That's not right.
Right. It's not. It's not. I totally agree with that.
And like I just said, man,
a good
I'm just frustrated, and
I see
I don't
that.
have the
Yeah, I'm
answers.
frustrated.
I'm trying to communicate with people so that we can get answers, man.
Yeah.
But our churches aren't helping. Communities, leaders are out here and they're trying their best, but nobody's listening to them.
Yeah.
It takes them forever to even get anything.
A meeting or yeah.
And the governor is still sitting in his mansion or wherever he's at,
Yeah. Watching.
and just watching us.
Yeah. No, I agree
I
with
can't
you,
do too many of these march.
No.
I can't sit here and be like, oh, it's just gonna change.
It's pointless. Yeah, it doesn't.
Because I've read the history books, I've seen things,
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere.
I've interacted with you guys,
Yeah,
and I have not been treated right.
and I apologize for that.
But it's not on just you.
But I'm treating you right now.
But it's not just on you.
I
Like you just
agree.
said, you have a chain of command.
Yeah.
They all need to be with you.
I agree.
We're all together,
Believe me, if I could clone myself and make me one big ass department, I would.
but you can't.
I can't.
Because you have a soul, he has a soul,
Yep.
he has a soul, and they all can feel the hurt and pain that the world has shown y'all.
Yeah.
They are crying out to y'all.
And the only thing we could do is get better and listen.
All I'm saying, man, is that when the other officer came up here, he had no problem with me being up here. I don't even see why it is that y'all had a problem with me being up here.
What did the other officer say?
Be safe.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said. And guess what? He was a white officer.
Oh,
So maybe he didn't give a fuck. Because clearly you gave a fuck and you sat right here next to me.
I don't want you to get hurt.
But maybe he
That's-
didn't give a fuck.
That's on him. I didn't see it. I wasn't here. So he probably did care. He just probably said, well, I'm going to be safe.
Man,
It's not his problem,
he walked around here and then walked to his car and left.
Robo. Yeah.
All I'm saying, man, is that at the end of the day, man, this is not right. That like I come over here to this Indianapolis memorial right here, and I see up here that it says colored, man.
You want that changed?
It says colored.
What do you want to change to?
It's not about me just changing that.
Yeah, but what would?
But there's a lot of things that is around here that has to be changed. I can
agree.
talk about one thing,
Right, and then there's another thing.
and then there's another thing. There's always going to be something else that has not gave the right representation of my ancestors.
Right.
And yet my people are still hurting.
Yeah. I agree.
And they're going to continue to march. They're going to continue to cry. But ain't nobody listening.
Right.
And all we asking is for the governor to listen,
Okay.
to the legislators, the people that make all the fucking laws, to listen
I don't think I can get
and
the
hold
governor
them
here to do that.
accountable.
No, I agree. I agree.
And like I said, man, I came up here, I was by myself.
Yeah.
I was by myself. The crowd already left. Already left. And in the crowd, I saw nothing but white people that was supporting our cause.
Hey, yeah, I support that.
But
That's
our
cool.
people
Left.
were not supporting their own cause.
So you're saying you got to get better on your side as well.
Yes.
I totally agree. Both sides should get better.
But why do you think our people are not willing to sacrifice themselves and get out here and to protest and to do the things that they need to do for their people? Because individually, they just want to make sure that they get a check and they can take care of their families.
Right.
And guess what? There's going to be a couple of millionaires. There's going to be a couple of people that might get some money or may develop something that may help them do better or succeed in life. But who is left? Another generation to have to rebuild
Yeah.
all over again.
Right. I agree, man. I do. Have you told your people this?
Listen,
That they need to get better
I've been trying to be vocal in everything and
I
with
think
the
you're doing
movement.
a good job.
I'm trying,
Yeah.
but I don't have no answers, and people ain't sitting here wanting to have conversations with me.
I think we're
Yeah,
having a good one.
you're sitting here right
We're
now
having a good
because why? Because I'm sitting up here. Because I'm sitting up here, you're able to come up here and you're able to have a conversation with me. But guess what? If I was down there, if I was sitting down there, if I was standing down there, you would walk past me.
And you approached me talking, I would sit there and talk to you.
But it's not, I'm saying, my brother, I'm saying that if I was right down there, you would walk past me. you don't even go and talk to any of those protesters or the people that are marching and ask them, what do you think that we can do to help? Instead,
Right.
y'all are standing guard. Y'all are standing guard,
I'm not
defending
standing guard.
yourselves.
You're right. I haven't. That's my fault there. I haven't went up. And more than usually I'm asleep because I work third shift.
Well, I'm just saying, if you always defend yourself, always, then guess what? You're never going to listen to nobody because you're going to only have your own mindset and what
Right.
you think that should be accomplished at that moment.
Right.
You having your guard up, you're not listening.
I agree.
And these protesters out here want y'all to listen.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And I hear them.
Right.
And I've just gotten fed up, man.
Yeah. I see that.
Too many of our black leaders that actually stood up for something have been killed, have been infiltrated with their systems that they have created, and they haven't treated them in a way that it was respectful in their communities and wanting to help their black communities and wanting to bring things up.
That's it right there, man.
Right.
What you're saying is right on.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I don't want you to die.
But I am willing to put myself on the line for somebody to give us some answers or for somebody to make a change.
Yeah. And I'm willing to put myself on the line to protect you. That's why I'm a cop.
But you're willing to protect me, but yet you can't protect me from a system that is a chain of command.
I can't, sir. I can't. That's way above me.
So you can only protect me from the floor.
Yeah.
You're basically their foot soldiers.
Yeah, 100%.
And guess what?
Yeah.
You're not our foot soldiers. You don't defend us. You don't go into the
I
court
defend
system. You don't go into the court system when something happens to me and defend me.
I can't.
Of course you can't.
I can't.
Chain of command, man.
I
You
mean,
got a
so-
position.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that means to stay in
And-
your position.
well, and-
That's what they want you to do. Stay in your position
I've been to
and don't
court.
help nothing.
I've been to court, and you can't speak until the judge speaks to you. So me going to court still...
Did the judge also sign an oath of office?
They did.
Do you think
protect
that
and serve.
do you think that they hold that they selves accountable for
Some-
making the right decisions?
Some do, some don't.
Man, I know
They're human too.
brothers that have gotten charges here in the
Right.
state of Indiana. The juvenile system, let alone by itself,
It's-
how kids have been treated.
Yeah, I know. I got a buddy. It's a PO officer. Yes. He tells me about it, and
Man, we can sit up here all day and talk, man.
I know.
But y'all got to talk to the Black Lives Matter movement.
Right, I
Y'all got to
agree.
talk to these protesters. I'm nobody. I am nobody. I just
Same
sat
here.
up here. That's
Same here.
it.
I'm a nobody
Hey, brother,
as
you're
well.
something today, man.
Yeah, you're making a point now.
I don't got no answers,
But
man.
I'm a nobody as well.
But I ain't got no
you know,
answers,
so
bro.
Neither do I. The only thing is you got to treat people fair.
You telling me that? That's what they've been screaming.
I know.
That's what they've
I
been
know.
screaming.
I know.
They just want to be treated fairly,
I agree, and everyone should,
but they're not getting their justice.
right?
That's not fair.
I know.
If I wind up hurting one of y'all officers, or if I draw my gun and I actually kill one of y'all officers, what happens to me?
You should be killed as well. I mean,
So-
don't you agree?
So then, if
I
an
say-
officer
They should be put down
kills
as well.
me,
They should, for not doing anything wrong. You didn't pull a gun on them. You didn't try to run them over with a car.
and what happened to some officers that have killed innocent
Then
people?
they haven't been put down, and they should.
And guess what? There's no repercussion for any of
And
their
I don't
things
that
that they
agree
do.
with that. You're right. I agree with you. Anyone that kills
And guess
an
what?
innocent person should be killed.
Guess what? Y'all wind up putting one of those officers out and say, all right, well, y'all done. You don't
Fired.
work here. You fired.
Now they should be charged.
And guess what? They walk away scot-free. But guess what? Me? Nah. I'm not walking away scot-free.
Right.
What if I was even just trying to defend myself? But yet y'all assume that I was actually trying to kill an
Now
officer.
y'all don't put me in that category.
But you work with them.
Okay, but I'm not.
You have to
doing
understand
that
that you wear this.
I agree.
You represent that.
Right, and so
If
do
I
my
if I
best to
wear a
relate to
red
you.
rag, if I wear a blue rag,
Right.
I represent something.
Right.
And y'all would treat me as such. So that's the reason why people look at y'all and treat y'all as such.
And I agree. We're all considered one.
If
big-ass
one is
group.
bad,
we're all
the whole bunch is bad.
not really.
No,
But that's how it's
really.
looked at. That's how
But
it's
that
looked at.
is how
Right, that's how
we
it's looked
look
at.
at things.
Right. No, I
And that's how the judicial system looks at us.
Right.
They see one black guy doing something bad. They think that all of us is that way. That we
right.
all want to hurt somebody. That we all just want to rally up and we want to destroy shit downtown.
Right. And it's only a select few that do that.
And also, it might not even be our own people that destroying this shit, man.
I've seen that as well. I've seen that as well. Man, I don't have the answers for you. I don't. The only thing is we can get better. So.
But I've been hearing that we can get better. We can get better. We can get better. And guess what? One chief winds up stepping down because he did wrong to the precinct. He done not held it himself accountable.
Right.
And then another steps in, and then we might have the same fucking problem.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, here in the state of Indiana, was there not police officers that were arrested for the biggest ring of fucking Katy? K2 Spice. Anybody familiar with that?
I think that was a little bit. I think it was a county, small county department, wasn't it? I think it was like.
All I'm saying is that there's crooked cops.
Like there is, man.
And y'all are not holding them accountable.
We are. I am. Personally, I am.
We over here trying to hold y'all accountable.
I agree.
We
We
doing
should.
y'all job. How am I 29 years old and trying to do your job? I didn't apply for your job.
Right.
I got a job.
I agree, man.
You think I want to do all of this?
No. Just want to enjoy your night.
Man, I just want peace,
Yeah.
and I want justice, and I want to be able to have people understand and listen to the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah. I'm listening.
Instead of over here having y'all riot gear and trying to be tough, all y'all trying to do is be tough and be tough guys.
Not me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all are, man. I'm talking about what you represent.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to represent it better.
Well, if you're going to represent it better, then you need to tell your people to stand down. You need to let them know at the end of the day, we are going to be with them. If this is our state, if this is our county, if this is our city, then we need to stand together.
All is one.
All as one.
Yeah, I agree.
But why are we not moving like that?
I don't know. I don't.
You don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, we
Ain't
should.
nobody got the answers.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got the answers, but yeah, me and you are sitting right here, and y'all wanted to arrest me. You gonna tell me y'all wanted me to get down?
They wanted to arrest you. I just wanted you to come
Okay,
down.
they want to arrest me.
I didn't want to arrest you, and I'm not going to arrest you.
But
I just want you to come
But
down.
listen,
That's
they
it.
want me to come down. They want to get me up out of here. But yet
No.
they don't want to even march with the people.
You
They don't even want to be able to listen to the people. They don't want to confront the governor at all.
I agree. I don't want
How
you to
is
leave.
it that
I
they
just want you to
defended
come
the
down.
governor's mansion up there when peaceful protest was going on all the way up there? What, y'all thought they was going to riot and destroy the governor's mansion?
I feel like that's what they thought.
You see, they think of us as thugs. They think of us as black people is always going to do something bad. Or too many people together is going to be a bad thing. It's going to be a bad situation. But yet, if you're going to stand with us and you walk with us, you think that's going to be bad? You think that would show them that we're all bad? That would show them that y'all stand together.
Right. I agree.
And y'all are confronting him.
I agree.
And y'all are letting it known that we need better laws. We need better situations for the police department. We need them to wear the cameras, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
so that we can be able to feel safe.
Yep. I want the cameras.
Because most people don't even feel safe in their own neighborhood.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt any of my own black people, but I damn sure is going to defend myself
You
from
should.
anybody.
You have that right. You have that right.
But I don't want to hurt nobody.
And neither-
I'm not trying to hurt nobody.
Do any of us.
But guess what? Those people that are trying to hurt me or that are trying to do something to me, they don't have nothing to live for no more.
Right.
They think that there's nothing else
So,
for them.
Nothing else out there because of the system.
Period.
Yeah. Nah, man, I'm on your side. I am. What can we do right now? Me and you, what can we do right now?
Right now, the only thing that me and you can do is that I stand right here and I sit right here and y'all allow me to.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen.
You see? Because your chain of command.
Not chain of command for your safety.
Well, if it's for my safety, you know what? If you honestly,
Can you
if
work
you
with me?
honest,
I'm working with you. Can you work with
what
me?
is it that you want from me?
Can you just come down?
You see, you want me to come down, but yet the message is that continuing to let you know is that y'all need to start listening to them. Are you gonna promise me that you gonna go talk to your chain of command, that you gonna be able to march with the Black Lives Matter? Are you gonna be up there in the precinct on the northwest side in Lafayette? Are you gonna be there?
That's not my precinct. I'm downtown.
You see? It's not your precinct.
I'll be downtown.
It's not your
I
precinct.
can promise you that. I'll do it downtown.
But you're not standing with nobody. And that's the reason why, at the end of the day, nobody want to stand with you.
I mean, I agree. But I'm only one person.
Don't you get off? Don't you have like you got a clock schedule, you know what I'm saying? You get off?
7 a.m.
7 a.m.? If you get off at 7 a.m., what time you got to be back in?
Midnight.
At midnight?
11.
It's happening at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
4 o'clock on the northwest side. They are marching over there. They are going to talk
Where at on the northwest
peacefully.
Side? Where at on the northwest side?
I believe that is, they said it's going to be the precinct for the northwest.
For IMPD?
Yeah, for IMPD.
Okay. 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
You gonna be there?
Yes, I'm going to be there. If y'all don't arrest me, I'll be there. If you arrest me, then I got to think about other plans.
If we ain't arresting you, man, you're good. We're not gonna arrest you.
But I'm going to ask you, man.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You get on the clock and you get off the clock.
Yeah,
when you're off the clock, then you could be able to stand with them.
I agree. And I haven't done that.
And then you
I
can
should.
also go and talk to your fellow officers
and tell them
to
how
be
it
there.
works.
And to make sure that at the end of the day, they stand with us. And they listen to them.
Yeah.
Truly listen to them.
No, I agree.
Because they are the ones that are out here and saying what they need and what they want out of this whole situation. I don't speak for them. They speak for themselves.
No, I
I've
agree.
listened to them.
Yeah.
And it has hurt me time and time and time again that nobody is listening to them.
Right. I 100% agree with you. I do.
Look, I appreciate you coming up here and talking to me, man.
I mean, you're normal,
But you
just
being,
like I am.
but you being 30 years old, man,
Yeah.
and me being 29,
Hey, you're almost 30.
I'm just saying,
You're almost 30
I can
as well.
almost turn. I just turned 29. Is what
I
I'm
just
saying
turned
to you.
30, so I'm still
But I
kinda
can be
29.
almost. I can almost be 30. Look, listen. Regardless of the age, I'm just letting you know that our elders need to step up and they need to start talking.
They do. Our elders and us as well.
We already here.
We all need to step
We
up.
already here.
But we can still step up.
We are stepping up,
I agree.
but no one is listening.
They're not.
So our elders, they need to step up and they need to be able to talk to us and help us and figure out what is best to go about this whole situation. They've been through it.
Yeah.
We want to do it peacefully, but we don't know